A meal really isn't a meal unless you have the right drink. Welcome back to the show, everyone, and in this video we're going to be doing a tier list for soft drinks. Alright, so just to hop right into this, a lot of these I've not had. I have literally never heard of Shasta or whatever that is. Looks like probably a lot of store brand names, not official ones. So let's get those out of the way. As well as just quite a few of these that I have actually just never tried. Alright, now just to hop right into it. 7 Up, I don't think I've had that in quite a while. It's one of the lemon lime flavors, and I'll just put it at the B tier. That's by the Dr. Pepper Company, actually. And then we have Dr. Pepper Company's root beer, A&W. Honestly, root beer is an S tier soda, and this is a really well done one. And assuming this is a diet one, I guess I'll even put that in the S tier. I really can't tell the difference between those two other than one's in a can and the other is in a bottle. Then we got Mountain Dew Baja Blast, a Taco Bell original. I'm gonna put that in the C tier. I've had it before, and it's okay, but not really that flavorful as one might think. Alright, then we have Barks Root Beer, and I will put this in the S tier. I'll put it behind A and W because I feel like Barks Root Beer, it's by the Coca-Cola Company, and if you're getting fountain soda, that tastes different than in a can or a bottle, and it's the best in that scenario, but otherwise, if it is in a can or a bottle, it's just not as good. Okay, Dr. Pepper Cherry. This is actually significantly better than regular Dr. Pepper just because of the actual cherry flavor, and then we'll get to the actual Dr. Pepper itself when we get to that. Cherry Pepsi, another pretty good flavor of soda. I definitely prefer Coke. And what do you know? Cherry Coke is next. It actually might be Cherry Coke Zero or something. It's really hard to tell because all these pictures are so small, but either way, that would go in the S tier. Alright, then we have Sun-Kissed, and I believe this is the one from PepsiCo, and Crush is from Dr. Pepper, or it might be vice versa. Orange soda is a pretty good flavor of soda. I'll put it in the B tier here. Alright, Mountain Dew Code Red. I'm going to put this one in the A tier. I think this is the best flavor of Mountain Dew out of all the ones I've had. I haven't tried every single one, but that's actually pretty good. Here we have the original Coca-Cola. This is going in the S tier. That is top tier soda right there. Then we have Orange Crush, and I'm just going to put it by the Sun-Kissed. I really can't remember the difference between them. Diet Dr. Pepper, honestly, I'm going to put that one in the D tier. Diet Pepsi, I'm going to put that one in the C tier. We'll get to Pepsi itself later, but the main problem with it is just not carbonated enough. It relies more on sugar, and then when you get to Diet Pepsi, it just tastes like straight up syrup. Alright, then we got Mr. Pibb, and I will put this one in the, I'll put it in the B tier. I'm not really a huge fan of the pepper flavored soda because, well, it's really just Coca-Cola and root beer combined. But this is the one by the Coca-Cola Company, which I think is better than regular Dr. Pepper. And speaking of regular Dr. Pepper, here we have it, and I'll put it in the D tier, above Diet one for sure, but it's one that just kind of tastes like soap when you, obviously I said it's basically root beer and cola mixed together. It's not terrible, but I know lots of people, it's their favorite soda of all time, and I really don't get the appeal. Alright, then we have Grape Fanta, and Fanta has some pretty good flavors. I will put this one in the A tier. I think grape soda is pretty good, and then we got the regular Orange Fanta. I'll also put this one in the A tier. Pineapple Fanta, that's pretty good, A tier, and Strawberry Fanta, A tier as well. I'll probably put that in the top there. Then we got Mellow Yellow, and it's basically Mountain Dew, but by the Coca-Cola Company, and I'll put this one in the B tier. I feel like it's a little bit too carbonated. I know that's the strength of most of Coca-Cola's products, but here I don't think it works so well. Alright, and then regular Mountain Dew, I might just put it slightly above Mellow Yellow because that might be one of the things that Pepsi did better than Coke, just for one of their sodas. Alright, Mug Root Beer, this is by the PepsiCo, and I'll also put this in the S tier, just not as good as A&W or Barks. Alright, I've been waiting for this one. Pepsi itself. I will put this in the B tier. And I like to make fun of Pepsi just because compared to Coke, it's not anything great, but at the end of the day, it still is a cola, so it's a decent soda. It just uh, it's just obviously when you have the option of Coke or Pepsi, you got to go with Coke. But as I said, Pepsi relies more on sugar. It's not as carbonated, and it kind of leaves this weird residue in your mouth. All right, then we have Coca-Cola Cherry. So I guess this one's the diet one, and I'll put that above that then. And that's another S tier thing. I really do like a Coca-Cola Cherry. Alright, then we have Sierra Mist, which is actually discontinued, and now it's called Starry, and it's definitely the same thing, just in a different packaging. But either way, that's actually pretty good. I'll put it at the very top of B tier. This is one by PepsiCo, and it's pretty good. Alright, then we have Sprite, and that's just another one of the classics by the Coca-Cola company, so definitely got to put that in the A tier. And then there's Squirt, and this is an interesting one. I'll put this one towards the top of the B tier. That's sort of a unique flavor of soda. Alright, Grape Sunkissed. I guess I will put this one maybe at like the bottom of the A tier. It's hard to keep track of all the Sunkissed, Crush, and Fanta, which one is which. This is either like vanilla cola or cherry something Coca-Cola, cherry vanilla, maybe. It's really hard, but I'll just put this one in the A tier because I've tried there's a lot of different Coca-Cola flavors that aren't on here, like lime Coke, that's actually pretty good, and there's just tons. Alright, it looks like this is the completed list then, and unfortunately I didn't have anything to put in the F tier. This list did not have Watermelon Mountain Dew. It's actually kind of weird how it turned out because there's so many that I haven't tried, but there are a lot I have that weren't on this list, but this was the biggest one I could find. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, and I will see you guys in the next one.